We are living in the last days. Religious deception abounds. There are many voices in the world. Satan beckons, come this way. The rapture of the church is at hand. The Antichrist, the beast. Are you concerned about the end times? Answers, instructions, directions. Stay tuned to Standing on the Edge of Tribulation. Now I'm your host, Henry Schaefer. Let's move into today's program for the answers you are searching for. Well, hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of Standing on the Edge of Tribulation. Now I've got a warning that is going across the top of the screen here, and I'm not doing that so that it would make you want to watch this here. This is a warning about what I'm going to show you here tonight, and I'm kind of like, do I show this or don't I show this here? Do I not let people know what's going on or what have you? And I don't want you to think the lesser of me of anything, but I know that you need to know what's taking place. So if you're easily offended, then you don't need to watch this. But as a watchman on the wall, I am going to do my best to share with you what is taking place, in the local area where we're at and across America and different things like that. And I do a program that's called Standing on the Edge of Tribulation. So I do want you to watch this. If you're not easily offended and you want to know what's going on so that you can warn people, you can prepare the body of Christ, and that if you are mixed up in this, then you can say, I need to get out and I need to get my children out. I need to get my family out of this situation. And so that's the purpose of me sharing with you like this here. And but I am going to run this on Standing on the Edge of Tribulation program. So let's get into the meat of what we're going to be talking about here. I'm going to be talking to you about a video that was sent to me here in the local area. And a person was asking me, they said, Pastor, what do you think about this this video in this song? And I'm going to show you this video here, and then I'm going to kind of put it out there for you as well so that you can gauge it yourself. Now, this is a vacation Bible school, with a bunch of teenagers and children, and they're doing a song. It may be the intro song or what have you. I wasn't there, but I do have the video clip now. So I want to share this with you here. So we're going to go to it right here and do the song here. So you can see already the background is kind of like of a bluish. It's almost kind of like a nightclub setting, and you can see it there. It says VBS right here on the screen. So let's see if I can't get this up. And it's only just a few, probably about 30 seconds. So I'm going to let you see this right here. Okay, so that's the clip that was sent to me, and the person asked me, Pastor, what do you think about it? Well, just looking off right at the bat, I say, well, you know, and I put in, is this a nightclub? Of course, I can tell that it's a service for a program for the youth and everything. And so someone's asking her here, why does the video say do not watch this? Because at the beginning I said, if you're going to be easily offended, you don't need to watch this. But if you want to know what's going on, you need to watch it. The warning going across the pages, don't watch it. So if you watch it, you're watching it. I'm telling you not to watch this thing here. But if you want to know, you need to watch it. So here, I'm going to play it again. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to scrub it back. I want you to listen to what it says here. Turn down for what? Listen. So, I take that and I'm listening because, you know, I mean, I don't run in this kind of circles and everything. So I have to educate myself. Turn down for what? So let's go ahead and watch it here. Okay, so that's the program right there. That's the clip that was sent to me. So I started doing my homework on it. I started looking at it, and you know what I'm really realizing is, you know, there's a lot of things that people are involved in, and sometimes we just don't know what we've got ourselves into and things like that. So let's look at it from that aspect. And not think the lesser of anyone, but let's out of this video bolster discernment. That's the purpose of this here, not to degrade or denigrate anyone like this here, but some people just need help. So let me just take you here for a moment. And so when it says turn down for what, that is the phrases of a video that is done. I think I got it right here by DJ Snake and Lil Jon, and the video is, the song is Turn Down for What. That is actually what they're playing there, and it's a, you know, it's a cute little phrase there, turn down for what, and it could be for, you know, your praise, your dance, or whatever you want to put it in there. But you have to realize that behind these songs, and I would say all of them, that there is an actual spirit that is at work in these here, and you have to realize, does the church service and the church environment and these kind of things, do they really work together with these songs and things like that? So I'm going to show you a little bit about it. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, but listen here. Share it. You need to share it out. You know, we put together things like this here. You're not going to hear them anywhere else, and you'll be the only one who knows it, and no one else will know. So take your time, if you would, like, share, send it out to as many people as you can. Do it on a messenger. I don't get no money for these things. I surely don't make friends doing it. I know that. But I try to educate the body of Christ and educate people. And I think God sends me these things because he knows I'll say something about them. And I'll try to help the people with these things here. So when we look at this here, I'm going to get over here on, let's see if I got it right over here on my, yeah, let's see if I can't bring this up here. This is some information about DJ Snake and DJ Snake here, and turn down for what? Now they might not even let this get up on Facebook. I don't know, or if I put it up on YouTube, I don't know what they're going to do here. But he is a French producer, and he has a stage name of DJ Snake, and he has all kind of works that he's worked on. Government Hooker, he's done all type of things here. Applause, do what you want. And just a lot of other things. Do you remember? So when I look at this here, they're trying to look at this track. What are they trying to say about it? And they put it out there and said this bizarre video stars Daniel Kwan, who was part of the directing team, the Daniels, which put the clip together. The Daniels have also worked with Foster the Beat, filming their visuals for Houdini and Don't Stop, Color on the Walls, all of these different things. The idea, now here's the idea of the song, okay? Here's what I want to show. The idea of the song, let me see, am I going to have a camera on here or not? No. The idea of the song is, I'm going to highlight it right here, here it is that was a guy humping his way through a building. Each floor would have his own series of gags. That's what this thing's about. And here's what I'm telling you. Don't watch this. Don't watch this. You need to stop. You need to turn it off now. And don't go any further, because I'm going to show you a video and I'm going to show you what it's about. And this was the song that was played during VBS. Does that make sense what I'm saying? This was the VBS song, the lyrics that was used in the VBS at a church service here near us, okay? And it would be in a church service near your location as well. So don't watch this. And don't come say nothing to me about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. But I'm just releasing the information. So here is, I even have it blurred out. This is a cow. It's not a demon. It's a blurred cow. And that way there is the only way that I can actually show you this and understand this is the words that's used in the VBS song. So is everybody still on board with me here? And we're going to watch this here and see if I can't get it going. Here it is.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Now that's your VBS song, everybody.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Okay, well, there you go. There you have that. That's the video, the official video from DJ Snake and Turn Down for What? Now, the reason that I'm showing this is that a person sent me this and in a messenger, and they said, Pastor, what do you think about it? And I've got the documentation where I wrote it back and things like that. And first thing I kind of said, I think this is, it's got to be a nightclub. But in reality, it's a VBS. How the youth have their own section. It seems like in a place over here, and they got the background blue lighting and got the screens and everything. And I don't listen. I don't have an issue with that or anything like that. I mean, I absolutely like that kind of stuff. And praise and worship, that doesn't bother me or any kind. But there are certain songs though that I look at and I'm going, everybody, where is the discernment at that's going on in our churches? And then you want to know what the Bible says about things like this here. So anyway, I have the documentation of what the person was asking me this, and I said, well, it looks like it's to me a nightclub. And then what I did immediately, I started looking at the words of it was "Turn Down for What?" And so when you go and you look at what are they talking about, they're talking about, let's do it like this here. And it's like, why are you going to stop? Lil Jon told Billboard magazine why he feels the track has proved to be so popular. So let me get it over here on the screen here so you can see it, just to let you know that. Lil Jon told the Billboard magazine why it would prove to be so popular. The genre of the song is dance, but it's really a hip-hop beat, he explained. It captures a moment with people. They listen to the song, and no matter what they're doing, it pushes them to do something. And if you're in a gym and it comes on, it's like, why are you going to stop? Or it makes you want to work out harder. Or if you're partying, the song comes on, it's like, have another drink. That's kind of what he says about the song, is to promote whatever you're doing. Well, in this one here, it was lustful that was taking place. A lot, it was just a lot of sexual things that's going on there. You can go watch the video yourself if you want to. They'll probably pull it off my page here, and they'll probably shut this thing down. But at least you need to copy it, and when I get through, copy it and download it. Download it so that you've got it, and then you can share it out on your other medias and different things like this here. And I've got people on here who are saying, well, I'm speechless. And they got someone here before we said it. They said, why are you telling everybody not to watch this? Because I don't want you to be offended, and I don't want you to come to me and think any less of me for putting it out, just to tell you that listen here, you're standing on the edge of tribulation, and y'all don't know it. Your church people. These are church people. This is youth pastors and pastors, moms and dads, young people who are allowing this. Let's go back and this is it right here. Y'all ready for it now? Now, this is the VBS right here. Now let's see it. So that's the video, and of course you see it's in a VBS setting. It's got all the chairs here and things like that. And maybe they don't know. Hope to God they don't know, and they're doing it in ignorance. But if they do know, and they have watched the song, and they're allowing this here, then that's what the problem is. There's a big problem with allowing things like this here going on in church services. The devil, he doesn't really care how he ensnares people, but just the lyrics and the words are demonic, and they are open doors to people. Not everybody is going to get pick demons up and all of this from there, but there will be some who will pick up spirits of lust and different things like that that they'll pick up while they're listening to it, watching it, or participating in these things here. And some will go home and say, well, this is the best VBS that I think I've ever been to. I don't see Jesus there, and I really just don't see that kind of activity being something that would be appropriate in that scenario. So what is the church to do? The church is to be sober, be vigilant, for your adversary, the devil, walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And we're not to be ignorant of Satan's devices. And I do really appreciate the person who sent it to me, because I think they were just trying to get, some feedback on that. Or I could have just said, it's okay. This is just people just growing up. We've all been involved in things before. But at the same time, as we get older, we look back now at the things that they tried to tell us about, and they were trying to warn us of the things that were coming. And here's something that is a matter of a fact, is that the generation, like when you were growing up or when I was growing up, and then of course we had our parents and how they grew up, the next generation that comes up, like for my kids or my grandkids, so I look at my grandkids, things that my parents was strict on me on, is that when I become a parent, I may lessen that guideline and let things slide. And then the next generation, whatever they were, had restraints on, they will let it slide to the next one. Then you get all the way down the line after so many generations, you get to where we're at right now. I mean, it is in church, it is in school, it is everywhere, it's sex everywhere, it's videos everywhere. It's just all demonic everywhere, and everything that you look at and that you see. And nobody seems to be warning the sheep, warning God's people about what's taken. But, wow, isn't this amazing? And I am just taken back at it. I'm not an old man that I'm taken back at it. But, I'll just put it like this here, where you're sitting there watching it, or you may be sharing it with everybody, I have a duty to share it. I have a duty to tell you that this is not godly, and it's not the place. Church is not the place for that to be. Be in prayer for local churches, and if you, my advice is that if you are attending a church that is in this, doing this, participating in it, then I would question the discernment there, and I may be searching out a place to where I can guarantee that my children are going to be spiritually sound, spiritually safe, and not be introduced into things like that as well. Isn't that amazing, everybody? Demons are everywhere, and they just want to bind our children up. And, of course, whatever the parents have, sometimes they don't see anything wrong with it as well. And that's where maybe you need to ask some spiritual leader. Ask them, do you see anything wrong with this here? And share it with him and say, what do I need to do? So here's what one said here. The poor children have been corrupted by this. We need to pray more, because the enemy is in our churches. He definitely is in the churches. And it's so sad that the video is disturbing. One says it's disgusting, hypnotic. I agree with that. It's the repetition of the sound in that. And let's see who else we got here. Yeah, make sure you share it, though. I mean, I go back and I look at this here, and they got good comments, and I'll go, they're afraid. You know what I see? There's I share them, and what I do is I share it so that others will know, and it just don't sit on my page and I like it or I listen to it. No, it needs to go out. But, a lot of people aren't going to share things because they don't want anybody to think anything about them. Or, well, if I share this, well, what would they do? Would they just defriend me? Listen here. If you're not putting something out there and you're not warning people and you're not being defriended or not being put off Facebook or YouTube or all of this kind of stuff, then you're not saying anything. You're in the crowd. You're doing it just like that. You're saying, turn down for what? Turn down for what? What do you mean turn it down for? Turn down for what? And nobody's is being educated about this stuff as well. But you know what? This is an exciting times that we live in, isn't it? Ain't no telling what's going to happen yet. I've got some more information I'm going to share with you as well as I've got several of these already planned here. I'm going to try to keep them within like 30 minutes. So that way there I can take these and I can use them on standing on the edge of tribulation. but we are standing on the edge of tribulation, especially with the corruptions that's taking place within our churches, within our schools, within our VBS, and things like that. You can just see that there's just definitely some corruption taking place here into this here. And when I look at that there, everybody, as I tell you some things about it, that the video that you get is straight off the it's straight off the church's Facebook page. I mean, it's not like someone took it and sent it to me. It's on their Facebook page. That's what's amazing. It's on their Facebook page, and that's crazy stuff, isn't it? So yeah, someone says they're sharing it on there. That's good. I'm glad you're doing that. So let's go ahead here. I'm going to get out of here. I've been your host, Henry Schaefer. Hey, I got a new program that's going to be coming. It's going to be called Voice of Truth Kingdom News. Voice of Truth Kingdom News. We can talk about all kind of things about the Kingdom News. We can talk about all kind of things that's happening. And I may get away from standing on the edge of tribulation, and some of these things may be in there like that. But I want to be able to put some things together, and hopefully you'll enjoy that Kingdom News as well. But make sure you share this here. This might be my last one of this one here of ever doing Standing on the Edge of Tribulation. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you what. I have enjoyed being here with you tonight. Make sure that you like and that you share this with everybody. And again, the religious deception abounds. Satan beckons, come this way. The rapture of the church is at hand. Antichrist, the beast. Are you concerned about the end times? Well, then you need to be concerned about the end times, because that is definitely where we're at. God bless you, and thank you for being here with us tonight. I want to thank you for tuning in today. And remember, be sober, be vigilant, for your adversary, the devil, walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Tune in next week for Standing on the Edge of Tribulation.